Nars, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a Kylie Jenner makeup look. I know everybody's doing this look right now, but I mean, come on, am I the only one who's obsessed with her right now? I don't think so. This is the look. It's very contoured, lots of lashes, the lips, you know, all of that jazz. I don't have the turquoise hair, but you know, you guys will just have to imagine it for now. So yeah, it was really easy to do. It's really fun to do. I love this makeup look. It's very kind of 90s, but really sculpted and kind of with a modern spin on it. So if you guys want to see how I achieved this look, then stick around. Okay, I'm starting off by applying my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. And I'm going to apply that using my Sigma flat kabuki brush, which is my new favorite way to apply foundation, especially this one. So I'm just going to go ahead and buff that all the way in. Okay, going in with my Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer, I'm going to go under my eyes. I'm going to cover up this blemish here. Conceal around my nose, and I'm going to highlight a little bit with this, going down the nose and along the forehead as well. And I'm going to buff that in using a Sephora Professional Airbrush Concealer Brush. I'm going to go back in with this La Mer concealer in the shade 01 Light, and I'm going to go in with that just where I'm dark, just to really highlight underneath the eyes even more. You only need the tiniest bit of this because it's super pigmented. Once that's done, I'm going to move on to the eyebrows. Kylie always has a full face of makeup, so that of course means very sculpted eyebrows. So I'm going to comb them through with a spoolie brush first, and then I'm going to go in with my Anastasia brow powder, and I'm going to start off by just drawing a line underneath the eyebrows to give it a very precise shape, because we're not going for a natural brow here. We want it to look very sculpted. And I'm going to do the same exact thing on the top, stopping just before the edge of my brow. Now once we have that done, I'm going to go in with the lighter color. I'm just going to lightly fill in. I'm going to do it very lightly in the front because I want it to be more of a gradient effect. I want it to be darker on the ends and then fade lighter towards the front. So you just add little by little until you have your desired effect. And you can go back in with the spoolie brush and comb that through. And then do the same thing on the other eye. To give the eyebrows an even more sculpted effect, I'm going to go back in with that La Mer concealer and a flat brush like this, and I'm going to just create a line of that concealer underneath the brow to create more of a highlight and to kind of conceal any unevenness. Go ahead and blend that in with your finger or a brush. I just like to kind of tap it so there's no harsh lines. And that just kind of further emphasizes that sculpted brow look that Kylie often has. Now that the foundation and concealer has all settled, I'm going to go ahead and set my makeup using MAC's Blot Powder in the shade Light. And I'm just going to lightly pat that all over, especially underneath the eyes because we don't want the concealer to crease. Now to add some dimension to my face, I'm going to go in with my Lancome bronzer in Sunkiss number 2. I'm just going to add some dimension to my face, using that along the cheekbones and up on the temple and under the chin. Now to create even more dimension, I'm going to go in with my favorite contour color, which is MAC's Taupe Blush and the MAC 108, is this 109? 109 brush to really carve out the cheekbones. And I'm going to shade up around the temples again and along the hairline. And of course under the chin. Now using that same contour color, I'm going to go ahead and shade down the sides of my nose to give myself that more sculpted nose. Because everybody knows the Jenners and the Kardashians love to really contour every aspect of their face and body and what have you. I'm going to go back in with that La Mer concealer just to further emphasize that. Now I'm going in with my favorite blush by Nars, and it's called Deep Throat, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of color on the apples of my cheeks. She doesn't really do a whole lot of blush. It's mostly bronzer, contour, highlighter, so I'm just going to go in with a little bit of that on the cheeks. And this wouldn't be a Kylie Jenner look without some highlighter, so I'm going to go in with MAC Soft and Gentle, and I'm going to apply that on my cheekbones. And on my Cupid's bow. And down the center of my nose, a little bit on the chin, and a little bit on the forehead. Moving on to the eyes, I'm going to use my Urban Decay Primer Potion to prime my eyes. For all over the lid, I'm going to use this color here by MAC, which is Brule. I'm going to take it on a big fluffy brush. I'm going to take that all over the lid, stopping just at the brow bone. Now for the brow bone, I'm going to go in with MAC's Vanilla, which is a little bit lighter. I'm going to highlight with that. For the crease, I'm going to go in with MAC's Soft Brown with a blending brush just to give it a little bit of dimension in the eye socket. Kylie doesn't always wear a ton of eye makeup. It's mostly a lot of lashes and lips and contour and whatnot. So I'm going to keep it pretty simple on the eyes. Now I'm going to go in with S-Cork with a more defined blending brush. This is by Trish McAvoy. It's the number 29. And I'm just going to emphasize that eye socket a little bit more. I'm going to take whatever was left on this brush and take that underneath the eye as well, just to give a little bit of a shadow there. Now I'm going to go with a white eyeliner and line my waterline, just to make my eyes look bigger and wider and whiter. Now I'm using Lancome's Grandiose mascara, and I'm gonna apply a few coats of this because, like I said, Kylie is all about lashes, so I'm going to give myself really thick long lashes with this, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply some false lashes as well. Now I'm going to go and apply some MAC lashes. I forget what numbers these are, but I'll apply them. I will list them down below in the description box. Now that the lashes are on, I'm going to go with my Stile liquid liner and apply a very thin winged liner on the top, because she doesn't really do usually a dramatic one, but just a little bit of a wing. And normally I would apply that before my lashes, but I forgot, so I'm going to do it now. And last but not least, we have our lips, and I'm using Soar by MAC, and it's the famous lip liner that Kylie wears just about every day, and it's one of my all-time favorites. Now, you want to kind of conceal or powder your lips a little bit, because if you want to draw your lips on like Kylie does, she does overdraw them quite a bit. So, you know, you don't want to do them way too overdrawn, because then it's going to be really noticeable. You only want to do just slightly around the natural lip line. That way you'll kind of create volume, as opposed to just looking like you're drawing on lips that you don't even have. So again, this is totally optional, but I'm just going for a, you know, as an authentic Kylie Jenner look as possible here. So now that I have them lined, I'm going to go ahead and fill them all in with this color. Now again, you can leave them like this, like Kylie often does, but I'm going to go in with a little bit of MAC's Honeylove in the center, just to give a little bit of dimension.